Okay, so you don't feel like yourself anymore, right? Like you don't really know who you are. And it's kind of making you feel very frustrated. But the answer to that is just something that we tend to do every day and we don't even notice. Or at least I wasn't aware of that myself a couple of years ago. Because I used to think it was something deep, like it was some identity crisis, or that I needed to disappear for a month and kind of, find myself. But when I actually looked at it, it was way more simple than that. It was just the small stuff, at least in my opinion. Like when someone would ask me what I wanted and I just say whatever, because I didn't feel like explaining it. Or when something bothered me, instead of saying it, I just let it slide. And I told myself I was being mature. But really, I was just getting used to ignoring myself. And when you do that every day, I think little by little, you stop checking in with what you actually feel. You stop asking, do I even like this? Do I even want this? You just go along. And it's harmless at first, like you just being easy. But then you start noticing something. You're laughing, but you're not really there. You're talking, but it feels like you're coming from a version of you that it's like kind of edited. And I remember being in a room once, surrounded by a lot of people that I've known forever. And I caught myself thinking, when did I just start sounding like this? You know? When did I start filtering everything? And I didn't have an answer. I didn't at the time, because it didn't happen in one moment. It happened in very tiny approvals. Tiny, it's fine. Tiny, I don't care. Tiny moments where I chose to neglect honesty. And now when someone asks you who you are, you kind of hesitate, because you've been adjusting for so long that the real answer feels very unfamiliar. You've been answering for other people. What keeps things smooth, what keeps things safe, what keeps things from changing too much. And now you feel distant from your own life. And that's probably why you don't feel like yourself anymore. It's not some mystery. You've just been choosing what keeps things smooth instead of what feels true. Like every day, with small stuff. With what you say, what you don't say, what you laugh at, what you let slide. And after doing that long enough, you start living from that version, not the real one. So of course it feels distant, because you haven't been moving from you. You've been moving for what keeps everything stable, and that catches up.